Hey guys, you're back with another action figure review. Today we're looking at another Mezco Toys 112 Collective figure. It's a Mezco exclusive, the Sovereign Knight Batman Onyx Edition. So coming in this very nice, sleek, glossy box. The smaller size boxes they use for their exclusives. We have the Mezco exclusive seal right there on the front. The side just shows the Batman logo on the other side as well, and in the back we have a nice graphic image of Batman there. So this is a Mezco exclusive, only available on their site, and it's long gone sold out by now. But if you are interested in any other Mezco figures to order, check out onestoptoyshop.com. He sells all the regular releases and the PX exclusives. So definitely check him out if you want to check out some more Mezco figures to order. We all know when it comes to Batman, Mezco does a pretty good job with all their Batman figures. I believe it is the owner's favorite superhero. I may be wrong. I don't know. I heard that somewhere, but the very first Mezco figure made was Batman, or 112 collective figure made, I should say, was the Batman. So we've had plenty of Batman since then, movie and comic versions, and they always do a pretty darn good job with them, and this one's no different here. It's a very nice looking Batman, very glossy. That's the main thing you're gonna see. But we get the classic Batman logo on his chest. So the glossiness is on the cape and on the cowl and on his armor, his shin guards, and his suit completely. So it's very nice material. I don't know the name of the material used here. But it's very nice quality. This cape does not want to stay over his shoulders. There you go. So it's going to stand here, and he does come with a lot of accessories. So let's check him out. First off, this is the head he comes packed in with. Very just normal, of course. Nothing crazy here, but I did notice that it does sit a little too loose for my liking on this ball joint. At least this head specifically. So that's a shame for me, at least. But there's the neutral face. Then we get this face here, and you can notice that the ears on the cow are shorter compared to the one I just showed you. So shorter ears, and in his mouth he's doing like a weird thing with his teeth there. Maybe he's grinning or growling at somebody, who knows. But this head does fit tighter, so it's just the head. It's just this one for some reason. It just didn't want to sit too tight, but this one does. Then we get this very nice battle damage head with some gashes on the cowl, scratches, and then his eye is red, very red, and then we get some blood coming down his mouth. So it's a very nice piece. And then lastly, we get our Bruce Wayne totally unmasked head. So a total of 4 heads, which is very, very nice. I do want to show them super up close, just so you guys can see the detail on it. And you can see here, this is the short-eared version. This is the regular one that was on when it was in the package when you first take it out. The battle damage version is the one with the most detail, of course. Here you can really see the detail in the eye. Very nicely done. I like this a lot. This was definitely my favorite head out of all these. And then I think this is the same Bruce Wayne head that we've gotten with all the previous Batmans. Alright, moving on, we get a bat drone. Very nice. So it's a little articulated with the wings rotating around. Nothing too crazy here, but you can get some, poses, I guess. But the overall paint job here looks good. Looks real cool. Very nice little accessory piece. We get our grapple gun here with, of course, our grapple here. So that can just peg into that part there. That's before he shoots it, and then once he shoots it, of course, we get a string version where you can attach this end to the grapple gun, and then you can hook it anywhere you want to hook it. We get a total of 10 Batarangs. 10 Batarangs, so very nice. They always give us a lot of Batarangs. And then we get one big Batarang that's nicely detailed and extra special here, because it's got some gold and black to go with his outfit. It's not just the basic silver like these here, so and it's also a lot bigger than these. We also get the Sonic Distributor here. And you can see there's a peg hole there. It looks like you can peg it onto his side. This removes too, in case you want to remove that. But to leave the dish there. That's how it looks. So there's the Sonic Distributor. Then we get hands. So what we're left with are hands, not counting the base and stand. Of course, he comes with your basic Mezco stand and base, and he does come with those bendable wires that you use to pose the cape, which I'm not a big fan of, but hey, it's there. I'm not going to complain, but I will not use them. So Batman comes packed in with a pair of fists. Then we get a pair of trigger finger hands for, of course, the grapple gun or the Sonic Distributor gun. We have grabbing hands to, I assume you can hold the Batarangs with these. Another pair of grabbing hands, but you can see how they're slightly different. So definitely the ones I showed before were for the Batarang, because you can kind of see the thumb and the index finger posed a little differently here. And then these have all the fingers stuck together pretty much. Pair of open hands. And then lastly, we get a nice special little kryptonite knuckle, bare knuckle hand here. So we saw the accessories, now it's time for Batman. Check him out, he looks very nice. I like this look. Very nice. I mean, when you think there's no other version of Batman they could release, they surprise you, because there is. And Sovereign Knight is getting a ton of different versions of releases of this Batman. And this one's cool, man. It really is. I'm digging it a lot. I'm so happy I was able to grab it when it went up, because he's long gone now and prices are going crazy. But anyways, before we get into that, let's check them out up close, because I want to show you guys just how cool this design is. They used this sort of rubbery material on their Batman Beyond figure too, and it worked well, and it works really well here. And it's very nice and clean on this figure. Look at that. So that goes throughout the figure onto the back too. Check it out. Very good. The seams are very nicely done too, despite it being a thicker material. It's nice. Where you bend the knee, it looks good too. I mean, this is pretty good work. Anyways, let's take a look at the articulation. Alright, so his head swivels on that ball joint. Of course, 360 degrees. He looks up this high, and he looks low. That's a low right there. Moving the cape to the sides, we got the arms stretching forward, and of course the material will get in the way, and it looks a little scary here. Let's get focused first. There we go. It looks a little scary there. Yes, it does. I mean, what can you do? Is what happens when you have cloth figures. So don't go crazy and stretch it all the way up. You cannot go all the way up, or you will break or rip your figure's cloth. So no bueno. Going in and out is no problem though. So you can see his arms will stretch out just fine. Let's pan out a little bit here. Yes, there you go. So that's good. We get bicep swivels underneath there. We get the double jointed elbow swivel at the wrist with a hinge. It looks like we have a torso diaphragm joint. You can tilt it to the right, to the left. Looks like he's flexing here. Look at this. So yeah, it goes forward and back. Then we get a waist swivel. It's a little tight on mine. We got the utility belt here. You can see where he can put the grapple gun. I don't see a peg for the Sonic gun here. It looks like there's a peg hole like we saw. I don't see a peg for that. It's strange. Going to the legs, we have the legs kicking forward just fine. And then back, in and out. You can pretty much do a split here. Goes back down. We get a thigh swivel. Double jointed knees bend just fine too. And then we don't get a boot cut. We get a hinge at the ankle. We get a little pivot and a swivel at the foot. So I want to compare him next to the Batman Beyond exclusive figure, because I feel like the material used is very similar in terms of this glossy aspect of the suit here. So you can see they used it here and it looked very well, at least in my opinion. And they brought it back here. It's slightly more thicker, I'd say, on the Onyx version of Batman. A lot of it is used more on the Onyx Batman. And height-wise, they stand as so. So I actually made a mistake earlier. I said that they've been releasing a lot of Sovereign Knight Batmans. I was wrong. It's Ascending Knight. Got it confused there. So these are the Ascending Knights. They released the blue one here, which I have. There's an all black one, and then there's a gray version too. This is the first Sovereign Knight, I believe. The regular release hasn't come out yet, and then there's a PX exclusive coming out too. So I got confused. My bad. Anyways, here he is next to the Sovereign Knight version. This is the PX exclusive. I like this figure a lot. It was actually my first Batman Mezco. I don't have a lot of Batmans. I don't have the first releases or anything like that. I wish I did. But I do like these. Like I said, I like their Batmans a lot. There he is next to the exclusive version of that Ascending Knight, which is the all black version. So that looks good too. You can see the difference there. Obviously more gloss on the Onyx version and that classic logo on the chest. And I even have the Ben Affleck Justice League Batman here, which I do think is a very nice figure. This is the tactical suit version. Next to Gomez, the exclusive Gomez figure from Toy Fair. There he is, stacked up next to the Dark Knight. Then here he is with the newly released Blade figure, which is a wonderful, wonderful figure by Mezco. Good job on this one for sure. But there he is next to him. I know it's Marvel, but whatever. It's a size comparison here. Next with the Jason Voorhees 112 Collective. And there's a look at him next to the Dark Side Mezco 112 Collective. So this is one of those figures that the more I look at it, the more I like it. Like, just, it's such a nice figure. I mean, any Batman fan's gonna be stoked about this. Definitely, I feel for you if you missed out on the pre-order. Because it's a great figure, and this pre-order was different because they had a countdown to it. They actually let everybody know about it. There was a countdown for like a day or two or more, I don't know. So everybody and their mother knew about it. So it was so difficult to pre-order this thing. It took me so many tries and attempts, so many error pages. It was horrible. It actually proved to be a worse experience letting everybody know about it than compared to just having the pre-order show up randomly in the middle of the day and unaware completely. I actually prefer that way because, yeah, there's a chance you might miss it, but when you see it, you're gonna get it. And compared to what that was, with everybody knowing about it, yeah, that sucked. But I was still lucky enough to grab one. Definitely happy about that. Anyways, I'm gonna keep rambling on here if I don't end the video now. So hope you guys enjoyed the review. Leave it a like if you did. Leave a comment. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. And as always, have a great day. Bye.